Welcome everybody to another episode of the Providence Lucha Talk. I'm your boy Jay,
And this is Lucito.
and we're here to talk about everything and anything about wrestling. Please be sure to follow us on our proper social media on the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as the YouTube Providence Lucha Talk, and listen to us on your favorite podcast media app. Well, first thing first, we must congratulate the inductee of the Hall of Fame 2023 class. First, it was Rey Mysterio.
About time.
You say it's about time?
Yeah. He put in almost Rumble Raw 25 was almost 20 years. Like it's he put in like that,
Yeah.
that union dues. Like it's time for him to get his props.
The killer.
Like
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. But yeah, Rey Mysterio definitely deserved to be in the Hall of Fame for sure. His out of what happened a long time ago in California, in the WWE universe, the man is definitely have been a great add-on, and much love and respect for him. The second person announced by Ric Flair during the bump was the Great Muta. Great Muta will be in the Hall of Fame. Now, there is rumor that Miss Stacy Kibler still might be the female representative for the class 2023. They're still working on the detail, but it's not confirmed.
I've seen that stuff leaks. Leaks are people talking about that for.
And unfortunately, Mr. Dave Bautista.
I heard. I was looking. I was like, I heard that one just to see if he was.
Might not be in this class of 2023, which is kind of rare because if anyone deserved to be in this class alongside Rey Mysterio, it should be Dave Bautista. Do you agree or disagree?
I'm checking if he.
Mixed feelings?
I'm checking if he's in Evolution. I think I don't know if sometimes like people in factions get in but not themselves.
Yeah, Ric Flair has two rings, one with the Four Horsemen and one by himself.
Yeah. So they should, if Batista gets in, first should be because of Evolution. Then get in as a individual.
Yeah,
I feel like.
So you're expecting him to be about 60-something years old.
No. Like.
To get his single. It should be him by himself.
Yeah, but not this. I feel like because it's. San Diego's a little far from LA, but like, because it's California, your headliner should be Rey Mysterio. Great. Keep it like that. Because it's like close to like California and stuff. I feel like Batista needs its own day. Like maybe next year. I think next is in Philadelphia, so I don't think next year.
Is he from Philly?
No, he's from Washington. I think Washington D.C. I think.
Man, it's not that far.
No, like D.C. Like
yeah. DC,
oh, sorry, Washington, like up the corner, Washington.
Seattle,
Washington. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, because you said DC.
No,
that's right there.
No,
it kind of makes sense, but if it's Seattle,
but I think Seattle, but I think he should have its own like day. Like he should be a headliner himself.
As Evolution or as by himself? Because personally, I think it has to be by himself.
You think he should get him by himself first, then everybody afterwards with the Evolution?
Randy is not retired.
Yeah,
Randy is still active.
Well, there's people that have been active that.
And then 2 years ago or more, Triple H with the D-Generation X, they got in.
I think what is Goldberg? It's a person that's active, that's Hall of Famer. I think Ric Flair, sort of, not really.
But he has a Hall of Famer contract.
Yeah. And
Randy doesn't have that.
Rey Mysterio
Dave doesn't have that either. Yeah. So Dave Bautista is more of an alumni in the roster of WWE. Versus,
I think there was like
Randy.
three. I forgot. I think there was 3 Hall of Famers that are currently active. I know it's Goldberg, now Rey Mysterio, somebody. I forgot whoever the third person.
Brock didn't get in the Hall of Fame. Trish and Lita,
that's probably could be like the Hall of
those
Famers, active ones. Yeah.
Yeah, but
But I think Rey Mysterio is fine, like by himself. I know last year they did Jushin Tiger. Last year, Mura's great because he basically revolutionized wrestling for New Japan, was the owner for New Japan, and basically the history from him. Keebler, potentially. I don't know who else. They shouldn't have too many people.
They just need a tag team. Vince should just do it
and get
and get the fuck out.
He should get in before they sell a company, basically.
Yeah. I don't think they really want him. And then, I don't know. When you said Evolution, I'm like, does Triple H want to self-glorify himself again?
You get control. I'll be like, I put myself on.
He's control of creative, chief of operational creative. But other than that, it's like
I'm like attacked him. That's really maybe somebody from like 80s or 90s that's still alive, or even like an in memoriam type of thing. But I could think off the top of my head, almost everybody's in.
I mean, you already got Eddie. I'm not sure if Perry Saturn and Dean Malenko is gonna be able to do it.
Because I know it was the APA, the like JBL, and they're already in.
Yeah, they're already in.
Is Paul Heyman in the Hall of Fame? He should be in the Hall of Fame.
It would be nice. Yeah. I wouldn't be mad about that.
Because I know Teddy Long is in the Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Like
Teddy Long is
so like they should have people like
John Leonidas.
I think he is.
He might be. Yeah. The Bellas or the Garcias. Yeah. They're already Hall of Famers. So we got to stay tuned. We got to stay connected. Personally, it has to be a tag team. If Christian Cage wasn't with AEW, I would love for Edge and Christian, that tag team to be in the Hall of Fame, but that's not going to happen.
Because the Hardy Boys are in, right?
Hardys?
Yeah.
No.
So you could put in the Hardy Boys, maybe.
No. Matt is still contract. Both Matt and Jeff are still contract to AEW.
Yeah, but it's a one-time, like a one-night thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but they're still using Hardy with the third-party company.
True. Yeah, but like, I think they should be able. I'm like seeing what other, because I know the Hart Foundation that's they're in. I'm just thinking about like the big like, Hulk Hogan at the Hasten, Macho Man,
basically. Tyson, who used to team up with Kofi Kingston. I feel
Tyson Kidd.
Yeah,
Natalia's husband.
I feel like he should be in the Hall of Fame. He's been multiple time tag team champion.
But you think he's a Hall of Famer? I know anybody could get in, but
he has a good career, not the greatest, but he has a good career.
His career was good, but it was just like because of injury, he's like
but when we break it down, right, they always have a all-star star, a woman representative, older generation in a tag team. Those are usually like the four group
you could do
of people who are
Evan
in
Bourne,
a referee. Someone,
what is it? Evan Bourne and I forgot. They used to wear like the blue pants tag team and during the era to era.
Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston?
No, before it was Evan Bourne. Somebody else. I forgot that guy's name.
Not Claudio.
No. But they could put I think Evan Bourne wasn't. It was Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne. They weren't like the Usos but there was, I think it was Evan Bourne, some other guy, I forgot his name, that they could do it.
What's the name of the group that was with that walked? God damn. What's the name of the group that walked in with freaking with either Stacy or Trish down the ramp? One is I know him as Albert, but I forgot what was his wrestling name. He was bald-headed.
It was Tensai and Albert.
Yeah, Tensai and
the one with CM Punk?
No. He was big. He passed away a long time ago. He used to be Stephanie McMahon fling before Triple H.
Oh, Test?
Yeah, Test and Testa, they were tag team, right?
With Tensai, probably. That was like a 90. That was like a 90s. That's been a while.
Like they were a tag team.
But they could do Test. Like he was, part of.
I would honor Test if anything. Yeah. That wouldn't hurt nobody. I'm just saying. I'm just spitballing here because honestly.
Do you think people? I know this is like they haven't done this before, but do you think a current team that's currently active can be inducted to the Hall of Fame? Like for example, like the New Day. You think it'd be? I feel because even how they are now, they're Hall of Fame.
They're Hall of Famer, but
do you think it'd be too early for them to be like Hall of Famers? And
I feel like it's like NBA and football. You need to be absent. You have to be out of the game for at least 3 years minimum, and be
definitely
the best conduct.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that. Like for the Hardy Boys to be in the Hall of Fame, like Jeff has to be like clean.
But you had RVD.
No trouble for
sort of. You had RVD sort of doing his thing. You know, it's legal now. But you know what I'm saying, still doing his stuff on the side.
No, RVD wouldn't be bad.
But he's already in. But you know what I'm saying? But like if RVD got in, Jeff could get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but Jeff is for the DUI.
Yeah.
RVD is for marijuana.
Well, that's so you the Usos couldn't get in, right?
Huh?
The Usos couldn't get in.
But
I'm saying like,
I mean, like, unfortunately, because of who they're tied to.
No, true.
That's that's an automatic for the Uso.
But I think so far what they got is good. They have good people. I feel they might need maybe 2 more people.
Yeah.
Let's say including Stacy Keibler.
So it's gonna be it's gonna be Stacy. It's gonna be a tag team, and it's gonna be a team that we were part of, or it's like way out of our like social.
Do you think like?
And it's gonna be someone that was part of the office, like a referee or someone in office who does the back stuff. Like they're probably gonna honor them. That's usually how the Hall of Fame is.
Because I don't think like remember the Russian guy, something Koloff or something. He used to be against I will say Santino. He was entertaining and he was good for the era, but I don't think they put like Jobberish in the Hall of Fame.
No, I don't think so.
They put Doink back in the day.
Doink went in, but it took a while.
Yeah,
like once I want Dusty Stardust to retire soon, but he's still doing the fighting chance. Booker's already in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I think he's twice, right? He was like with the Heat.
The Heat in by himself. Yep. Then you have
this guy Santa Brothers.
Barrett should soon to be qualified since he's been, he's been out of the ring.
And I would say yes, he was.
Michael Cole, God forbid, before anything happened to him, knock on everything.
I think the Ken Lawler
should be in the Hall of Fame.
Ken Lawler is the Hall of Famer, right?
Who?
Jerry the Ken Lawler. I think he's
Lawler. A long time ago. Also RJ, JR. JR is already in it. So. Yeah, this is a really, really interesting group. But let's talk about other news. Due to the matter that Roxanne Perez had was not responsive after her match last week, Shawn Michaels tweeted that they will be having a ladder match real soon to crown the new NXT Women's Champion. To me, is a little bit weird. And the reason why I said weird is because they're taking action now than before. You know what I'm saying?
You think this collapse was like for real was like
even if it was for fake, okay. or TV fake, right? God forbid. I want to make sure she's okay. First of all, it surprised me that if it was someone else. You know what I'm saying? Like a Braun, what's his name again? Braun Breaker, previous champions, Finn, Samoa Joe, whatever. And they were hurt. They would not relinquish that belt so quickly. You know what I'm saying? They will wait at least 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But they did it a week after. I didn't like that.
I think there's a plan behind this.
And the question is, who are going to be the 5 female individual to go up this ladder for the belt? My mind already has Indy already as one of the.
They got 2 so far out of the 5.
I'm predicting Indy is going to be in it.
So they have Starks, and they have Gigi Dolan.
Who?
Gigi Dolan. She was part of Toxic Attraction.
Oh, she came back. I have not been watching.
So Gigi Dolan's the one with the orange hair.
I know who she is.
I
love your images. Shout out to you.
I think if she's in JCJ, the other one has to be in it.
Okay.
So that's 3. Let's say throw Indy there. That's 4.
Who? Indy is
let's
4.
Let's say 4. And the 5th one has to be somebody like
Jay Coda.
Or it could be the final boss. The one that just when I get for the title and lost it.
In a ladder match? You're gonna put a senior citizen, no disrespect, but you're gonna put a senior citizen in this ladder match?
she could control like the pace.
Jericho doesn't even put his body on the ladder
But
match.
I feel like she could control the pace of it because everybody's semi-new. There's some of them that's semi-new.
Can't control
Either that,
the
I would say
pace,
Cora
no.
Jade, maybe, but Cora Jade hasn't been on TV in a while.
I'll crunch
But-
that.
But I would say like there's a final spot, so I don't think
Chelsea Green. I would put Chelsea Green in there. I would put a Carmella. I would put, someone who's a veteran who was part of NXT.
you could do Naked Cross.
I would put a Nikki Cross. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm not gonna put
Alexa's not gonna go down there.
No. Bro,
How about
Alba?
the Rock's daughter?
What's her name now? Avery Rain or something like that. Eva Rain.
Yeah. That's a good opportunity for her to like
I
not take over, but you know what I'm saying like
I wouldn't mind it, but I have not.
'Cause I think Alba
I have
Fire-
not seen her a lot on TV.
she's been active on TV. They've been
She's been working with the U,
Yeah.
right? Chase U,
Yeah.
They're called Chase U, right? They've been trying to tell a story, but it's not like she has like, put hand on the girl and it did a
match
signature
itself.
move.
Yeah, a match. Wait, not yet.
So you want her first match to be a freaking ladder match? Her father,
The Rock's first match was a Survivor.
Survivor Series, but that was a Survivor Series. It's a stipulation when it's 5 against 5 with no other
No, but I'm saying, but like
weaponized items. We're talking about a ladder match, a ladder match. Anything. It could be one of the previous tag team, Katana, it could be them because they're flexible and they do high risk moves. So you want something like that. Mm-hmm. It could be, like I said, Jade. It could be why I'm talking like I know all these girls, like, but it could be anyone except The Rock's daughter in whatever homegirl is. Like Alba might be part of it. The person who's much crazier than her might be part of it.
But I think Alba Fire right now she's
They
focusing.
could bring Nikita Lyon.
She's still recovering. Remember, she got the injury.
Recovery with all them photos on
yeah,
social
but in a
media.
photo you don't have to move. And a lot of us you gotta climb up. You gotta mess up
I
like.
ain't see no scars either, motherfucker. Like,
Well, you weren't looking. You weren't looking for the scars.
I pay like I shoot photos too. Like I pay attention to detail. I'm like, yeah, I don't see no type of Photoshop be like, oh yeah, we're gonna cover the scar. Nah, bro. Like this will be like anyone to match Indy's height and power will be Nikita Lyon. That's the other person that comes to mind.
I hope it's not Lash Legend. I hope not.
I don't know who she is, but if you don't like her, I like her.
But the thing is,
least.
Alba Fire, she would have been good, but right now she's competing for the tag team division. She teamed up with another person, Isla Dawn. So Isla Dawn and Alba Fire together now. So she's focusing on the tag team division.
I mean, it could be her too. That's the crazy one.
Then there's really no, unless somebody comes down. But Elektra Lopez, that's the thing I was thinking also.
The Viveks of Miami. I love her.
But I would say Elektra Lopez. This would be a good opportunity.
That's too much for her. No, she's not ready for that. The girl that does the freaking backflip or front flip.
She lost.
Cutter?
No, she lost. Unfortunately, she was in the
car. She was in the match.
Yeah, she went against. Yeah,
she could have a redemption match. What the
she
fuck
was.
we talking about?
She went against Starks, and she lost. But I think JCJ. Then you have basically like Toxic Attraction. That's 2. Maybe
Indy
and Starks. That's 4. But yeah, I'm looking at the roster. It's like not too many people, especially for the women's division.
Because it's weird. To me, it's just weird that they're just already relinquishing.
Because even like Tiffany Stratton, maybe, or even the one that the one that she's like the sleeping one.
Isn't it weird for you though? Because to me, I would have this ladder match. And it would be number 1 contender for the belt. But
they could be the interim or like the champion of the moment. Because she didn't lose.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. It could have been for the number 1 contender or the interim championship. Yeah. One of those 2 options.
So then the Tuesday after Mania.
The belt, it's just like, what's the rush?
What's
the story that you're trying to push on us so quickly that you cannot let us at least process that this woman who...
We got 3 weeks, that's why. So they're gonna move it up.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you gotta she could still be the champion. You know what I'm saying? And you still could tell the story and she comes back and then
Because I feel like she could come back. She could come back, do a message, whatever. But she could be like the Tuesday after Mania that weekend. I want my title back, and basically have a match there on the spot.
It's so cliche, it's so predictable.
But I think they're doing everything that basically what the highlights of Shawn Michaels they're doing for NXT. You had the basically when he was attacked him, he threw the guy in the window. You have Toxic trash from the door. He had a match, the same thing. He fainted after the match, and she's doing the same thing. So they're taking basically highlights of Shawn Michaels to a story.
And I'm not mad at that. That's not my problem.
And the same thing happened to him.
She does not need to be relinquished. That's my problem. Yeah. She did not have to be relinquished for a number one contender to come out, and they would face Roxanne for the belt. Yeah, Roxanne could have taken a full month to
that would have been after Mania.
Recover. That's fine.
So you needed somebody to, when they won, you need to come out of Stand Deliver with a title, like, or something, like.
There's a briefcase. There's a donut. There's a bunch of stuff that they could have used to like be like, yeah, Roxanne, I'm coming for your ass. This and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? They could have done anything, even if, like you said, an interim championship.
But it could be maybe she could also be. There's two ways to say it. Either she could come back and compete for it and basically win it back, or she could be called up. That's a way for to write her off TV and go to the main roster.
And if she does go to the main rosters, like, she's going to be lost in the shuffle right now.
She's like a super babyface. Like, that's really not
She's a super babyface, but that means that she's going to be lost in the shuffle. Remember when Raquel went up there? Aliyah.
She's better than Aliyah. So, like, I'm just babyface. So, she's better than Aliyah.
Disrespectful. You're very disrespectful,
she's
too.
Way better than Aliyah.
Wow. So disrespectful.
Way better than Aliyah.
Do
you really think Aliyah's better than Roxanne?
I love Aliyah, all right?
Yeah,
Aliyah
she's fine.
Yeah, she's
but she's girl, not. She's probably, like, out of everybody in the main roster, she's at the bottom totem pole.
Oh, God, you are... Shotzi with her performance from last Friday.
Better than anything Aliyah's done.
Aliyah is better than Shotzi.
No. Leave it in the comments who's better, Shotzi or Aliyah.
Please comment. Yo, play the clip from the slow mo. It's not even they didn't lower down the speed or anything. Charlotte had to slow it down for Shotzi to do the transition that slow on live television.
But it's also
Aliyah does not do that shit.
Yeah, because she don't be facing champions.
Because, first of all, review her match and see how well paced and how well she sold the move compared to Shotzi. Pay attention, bro. Like, what are we talking about? When she faced, I think it was Becky, that match was lit. You know what I'm saying? When she was tag team with Raquel, she was a great tag team partner.
Yeah, because Raquel did all the work.
You're telling
Raquel
me
did all the work.
Shotzi is better than Aliyah?
Yes, yes.
You are wild. Yeah. Please comment down below who you believe is a better wrestler between Aliyah and Shotzi Black. Because you wildin'. You wildin'.
I'm telling you, like,
you are wildin'.
Like, if she was so good, she would be on TV.
But
she's not TV.
A lot of super babyface, they get lost in the shuffle.
No, true.
Tegan Knox, Shotzi, Raquel, when she first got up. Rhea went before she turned into heel. It took her a while. Becky took a while. Bailey took a while. A lot of those who transitioned to Raw being super babyface, it takes a while.
But I think Roxanne's time, like, she's a good champion, but I feel like she went, not through everybody, but I feel like she went through the top tier of what NXT has to offer. So I feel like it's sort of her time to, like, graduate and move on up. Because she already got the stamp of approval from Booker T and everybody else in NXT.
Well, Booker T is her mentor.
That's like her.
That's her father figure. So I understand that part. And I believe she's also was previous women tag team with Jade before Jade betrayed her. So she's already a Grand Slam champion in NXT. Yeah. So there's not much for her unless if they will bring it back to UK, which, you know, Mandy Rose was the last person to have the UK belt. So yeah, she transitioned up to the roster. It's going to be a while. Yeah. It's going to be a while because honestly, with everything that's going on in that women division on Raw and SmackDown, she has to do something spectacular. No stupid gimmick. She has to.
No, just how she is now. She's fine.
But the thing is, like, like
she's like basically a female Gargano, basically, sort of.
She's okay.
Like that's kind of
even,
like that.
I
As I
love
see her.
Gargano and I love Ciampa. You know me.
They need to be together. They can't.
But the thing is, like people of their sizing, it takes a while for them to be able to get the championship. True. You know, unless if she first focus on the tag team with someone and then go up for a single, it's hard. And it's really, really hard for a person like Roxanne to stand out in front of these type of crowds. Because for some reason, in the NXT universe, once you get pushed, people will love you. Yeah. And it's a small crowd. It's very intimate.
And also people like, they could, people that are in those crowds, like, they know how to, like, not read the character, but, like, if they like it, they like it. If they don't like it, they don't like it. Like, it's a good, they a good judgment of character.
You go to a city like freaking Tennessee and Missouri, and you know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna get that same type of love. Like, Roxanne is gonna pop more if she's in Houston, Florida, and maybe some part of the cities in the East Coast. Midwest and West Coast, I don't know if they're gonna give it that same love. I don't know. It's
gonna be tough. I don't know. They need to figure out the whole, like, top tier of the main roster, but...
And what's your thought about Asuka, since we're talking about women's...
it was
there
on Monday.
On Monday in Providence.
It was good. The match that Bianca had, I don't know if it was the timing or something, but it was like the crowd was dead. Like, they were really trying to, like, the wrestlers were trying to pump up the crowd, and it wasn't it. Like, it was a tough match to watch. Asuka coming out and saving, great. That's kind of normally what happens. So, like, the contender helps the champion. But I like that now she has like a little Joker like persona into it that's like it needs, and I feel like the more goes push that like envelope of that, I feel like it makes her like it makes me want her to be a champion again. Like, I feel like Bianca, great champion, good for marketing, great look, good at everything, but I feel like she
black champion in the WWE.
But I feel like she's peaked. I feel like she needs, like, her losing the title might give her, like, a chance to have another gear to, like, because I feel like
she needs a refresh.
Yeah, like, it was just like, it's Asuka, that's what happened to Asuka. Asuka was great when she came back. She, like, kind of, like, went right down the line, like, down the, like, the roster. The tag team did different things, tried it out, left for a bit, came back, refreshed. So I feel like Bianca needs, like, a refresh. Either that or be heel. She needs something.
She needs a refresh because I love Bianca. Longest black wrestler in WWE history, surpassing MVP with his U.S. title, which is dope. Thumbs up for that.
I think it was at that. The next I'll send you a thing, but I saw on Twitter she's the longest for WWE. I think Jade it's the longest. I think streak and also the longest reigning champion for AW. And there's another female that she's the longest wrestler, like female wrestler of all time, like of any brand company. I think she's about like 1,400 days or something like that.
Hey, kudos for
like,
her. She passed Bruno's record.
But it was kind of cool to see like the three different like now like given kind of like African American pride. It's just like that. That's what you could provide. Especially they should replicate that for the men.
Well, that's a fun fact right there. But I do agree. Yeah. We need a refresh from Bianca. If Asuka can be the champion, because I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, she has not won a WrestleMania match. Her first WrestleMania was against Charlotte when she won the Royal Rumble.
I think it was for the record.
And it's the streak versus the belt, and she lost. After that, I don't think Asuka really had a WrestleMania moment.
She had the Money in the Bank, and they gave it to her. They gave her the championship.
Like, I don't think she ever had like a WrestleMania moment.
But I think people are behind Asuka now. Like,
they could be behind Asuka. And also, transition in WWE, I think Cody is taking the pop from Sami Zayn in favor for his match with Roman, with the Bloodline.
Yeah, I think it's
which is sad to see.
Yeah, but like we mentioned before, like I feel like Sammy will get like a customization price. I feel like him and Kevin will win. I think they haven't set up the match yet, but I think them two should be together for WrestleMania to go against the Usos and beat the Usos.
But I'm not liking that Cody working with Sammy is now the energy, the pop, the crowd that was behind Sammy, which was so high, you can't measure that shit, is now slowly transitioning to Cody for him to face Roman in LA. Which to me is like, it sucks to see. I get the point.
Because a triple threat match would be messy. Like, it's just...
No, first of all,
basically,
we already spoke about it.
But like,
I'm not even
going in the direction. Cody, it wouldn't be good for Cody.
I'm trying to say it's hard for me to see this transition. And again, it wouldn't be messy. Like, no, that would not be messy. What for me, it's just hard to see the transition of that energy being given to Cody for him to use against Roman. Sammy worked hard in the storyline. He worked really, really hard. And if they don't acknowledge him with this tag team match with Kevin Owens, it's like, why are we watching wrestling? Because there's a meme that when it's the Bloodline story, everybody's happy. Yeah. Every other story that WWE have been producing, nobody gives two F's about. And it's like, that's kind of true.
Well, the same thing.
I don't care about Brock and Omos. I don't care
that's
about...
the way that they plan that. That's Vince all over.
But I don't care about that. Yeah. I don't care about Bobby, Dominique, and Ray. I mean,
that should be a good match. Kind of like
it should be a match officially soon. When I don't know what's gonna take Ray to.
I think it might be like a John Cena Undertaker thing, and so he's gonna keep bugging him until like the final day and like have a match.
Cena and Austin Theory, I'm not too crazy about.
I do want to see. I'm not. I want to see the aftermath of that match. The match, I really don't care. But basically, you have Cena and Cena like 2.0.
So what's it all about? Like what's the aftermath? Like what are you anticipating?
I want to see if Theory is ready. That's for me. It's just like, can he?
Or who?
If Theory.
Or what?
That's what I'm saying. If he wins, basically what happened to Roman Reigns when he went against Cena, when he got chewed out by John Cena. Like, I came here part-time, and I'm beating you in promos. You're here full-time. I'm doing part-time, but you can't do full-time.
Yeah, I'm running laps when you're still jogging.
Then Roman, after he beat him, kind of like propelled them to, like, another level. I feel Theory, like, I want to see if he could do that. If he can, that's unfortunately he's gonna be one of the people maybe going away. Mm-hmm. But like it's either make it or break it. It's like when you get thrown to the deep end. Now it's your sink or swim. It's your time to figure something out. Because if he come back for the US, let's say he beats John Cena, you have a bunch of people coming back. You have AJ Styles, you have Randy Orton, you have Jay White. Like you have a bunch of people. Like you know what I'm saying. You have a people like a plethora. Big E. Like you have Bobby Lashley, like you have a bunch of people.
I don't think Big E.
You know what I'm saying? But you have a bunch of people like coming back from injury or injury reserve or written off stories that he could take on, and like him beating John Cena kind of like brings him to another like level. Like he kind of like gets like an achievement point by beating John Cena, but it's just like, can you handle the pressure now of you being the guy? That's like because everything was given to him, so it's like. now he gotta earn it.
Definitely got to earn it. He definitely does, but I don't know if Austin. For me, like whatever happened with the Theory story, it is what it is. Personally, it is what it is. Same with Charlotte. Same with Bianca. None of these other storylines really are making me be like, "Oh my God, WrestleMania is gonna be the." It's like,
Yeah, I feel like they just doing kind of like unfinished business, like everything tying it up but loose ends, like the Charlotte and Rhea to like the final one.
The Rhea, I'm hoping she does win the belt.
Yeah, she has to win.
That one,
She has to.
I take that back.
She has to
win. The Rhea match, I'm like,
but like the Bianca Belair, it's like in limbo.
Becky and the best friend versus.
I think something's gonna happen there.
Yeah,
something's gonna happen there.
Legado Fantasma being face now is like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's not a lot of good story. Pete Dunne.
Okay, he's gonna get his name back.
He's getting his name back. That kind of made me be like, ooh.
But I think that I feel like the 3 matches that I'm looking for, it's the Roman Reigns Cody.
It has, yeah.
Gunther with whomever. I want a triple threat.
Oh, so you're okay with the triple threat for the IC, but not for the WWE Universal
because you have friendship, like you have like story and friendship, and like
you gotta be. Yeah.
But
your company's gotta be like.
No, Sammy's saying like it's not like I know we talked about it before. Like it was basically like
a bunch of episodes,
but it's just like it's not good for everybody. Like
because it's a rinse and repeat of what happened in WrestleMania 20, and a rinse and repeat what happened in WrestleMania.
Well, the
10.
underdog won, so therefore you think this guy Sammy's gonna win.
If NXT is replicating everything highlighting everything that Shawn Michaels did, and Shawn Michaels was one of the few people who was in the triple threat match for the belt. You know what I'm saying? You could do the same shit with Sami Zayn.
But it's
did
not good for Cody.
Bryan and Randy Orton and Dave Bautista. You could do the same shit with Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and
Cody
Sami
Rhodes
Zayn.
came back for a reason.
You, good sir, was thrilled. You were thrilled about the result of a hypothetical result of if both Sami and Cody was able to make
correct. Yeah.
Make him
but they close it, but
it split the belt, and you was excited.
Yeah, if they're gonna split the belt, but I don't think they're gonna split the belt. Like I think it's gonna be like combined to one.
Unfortunately, not because
combined
WWE
to one.
is pushing Sami to be a tag team and him being part of the triple threat. But you're dope excited for Gunther and then Drew and his best friend Sheamus to be in a triple threat match
for the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah. That's World War III, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just like. Come on, bro.
Because I know they're gonna have the match this week, but it's just like for the whoever number 1 contender, they just finish in a draw or something. Like just go
whack.
Like
whack.
I don't know. We got 3 weeks until Mania, so they need to like.
Bro. Yeah. Anything else? The Bella twins no longer Bella. They're the Garcias.
Smart move. So they could make their like.
And they don't have a podcast, which I think they go into detail. I haven't heard it, but
that's a good move for them marketing wise because they already like maximize everything that I think they did also out of spite because they were invited for an event.
They can keep the name Nikki and Brie because literally that's their name, Nicole and Brianna. That's legit.
But I feel like they did that out of spite because they were invited for a show. It was a 25 years, 50 years, or whatever, 25 year, the MSG one, but they told them to cancel last minute. So they kind of like,
I remember watching a YouTube video where they break down all the video clips from the Nikki Bella. What you're saying is factual. Is like they were FaceTime at the hotel where they broke down that due to the obligation that they had for I think the reality show that they were doing with Nikki, they were not able to do the Raw 25. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And there was like they were basically put on standby. They was like, oh no, we're not going with them coming back.
Yeah.
So they were kind of salty about it, which is valid. But I feel like if you're able to,
they're Hall of Famer. They can't take away the Hall of Fame. So, they're not going to redent all the stuff that they accomplished. So
they now maximize. You already got viewers. They know you're from wrestling. Now
they know you from E. They know you from Total.
So now it's like you could
Total Bella.
Now it's your money.
Divas. Yeah. Now Total Garcia. Whatever.
But now the IT about their info? It's now theirs. It's not property of the league, which is great because it's like it's on their money.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it's a smart move. It was a little out of spite, but it was like a good business move for them.
Nah, I mean, like what I like about Jericho's interview with Renee, which came out earlier this week, was that he explained that he, and I'm paraphrasing, he said, like, Renee, you and I, we were part of the system. And you know that once you're in the system, you have to, like, go X, Y, Z. So, of course, everybody's tired of the system. Yeah. Like, once you've done a routine over and over again and please the proper people, shake the right hands, all of this and that and the third, you need a break. True. That's why I'm not mad at John Cena being.
And John Cena, I was like, oh, I'm paying my dues. He made my name. Like he really said it straight up. Like
that's why I'm not mad at John Cena when he does his movie.
The Rock at the beginning. The Rock at the beginning, he paid his.
But this is the thing about The Rock, right? Supposedly, XFL might be off the ABC and ESPN airtime.
How come?
Because they're not getting they're not getting good viewership of the sport.
Okay.
Everybody is going crazy over other stuff except for the XFL.
And now they're competing against March Madness too.
I feel like I dare to say I feel like this is karma for The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, not taking the opportunity to promote his ownership during a Royal Rumble or an elimination or
it's gonna be by the
already
but
that's half of the season. Yeah. But I'm mad that he didn't took the opportunity to do it not in Survivor, not Royal, not Elimination Chamber to promote his shit, because then it would have been a whole different story. I think viewership would have been up because everybody would be supporting him.
And the XFL is good alternative. It's like the AEW of the NFL. It's like a good alternative. What I'm saying, it's a good alternative for like football.
I wouldn't say it's the AEW. I would say more like the
Impact, MLW.
Impact, the MLW, like that.
But it's still, outside of the NFL season, it's not bad because at least you get to see either former players that didn't make it, or like there's still talent there. And some of them got picked up by NFL. They have
highlight moments. Yeah. The thing is that they didn't use their prime marketer representative to go back to his previous world, the company that he bought off of Vince, and be like, "Hey guys, I'm here. I'm promoting my shit, and I think you guys should watch it." If he would have said those few words, even if he doesn't do the storyline with the bloodline, or just say, "Oh, I acknowledge Roman Reigns, this and that and the third," and then promote his XFL shit,
it would have helped. Yeah, because it's
whole different story. But we're gonna find out by the end of this season if they continue to air ESPN, if ESPN, ABC, or Disney in general are gonna air XFL, because it's, to me, I was like, what? XFL is about to lose their contract already? They just got that shit.
I know.
So people like The Rock, people like John Cena, Dave Bautista, Stone Cold, they do this shit. And they come back, they show love, and they leave. Yeah. And that's what I like about Jericho interview too with Renee, is like he broke it down like why, like what's his role in AEW. He's not an EVP, but he definitely, most of the backstage promo is usually him. Some of the story that he's developing, I guess now he's involved. That's him.
And you can see his hand in different like aspect. Like he was in the Ring of Honor. Now he's focused on it. So I feel like he wants his scent or touch in every little piece because he knows everything. Everything he touches is gold.
Yeah.
No matter how stupid it is, it's just like.
What I love most is like he's slowly trying to convince Tony Khan of, don't do this on yourself. Yeah. Get other people to do
people do it. Like, delegate.
Yeah. Which apparently they started to get a new, they just hired a new person last night. Okay. And now it's like we got director of this and that and liaison, and like, bro, this should have been a squad after the pandemic, like a long time ago.
Well, even after Cody left, like now you're being guy that was running
after
things.
The pandemic,
yeah, like after Cody left, you should have put people in place to like deal with this. Like, and you know how he knows, if he knows wrestling, he knows the history of WCW, so he sort of should know what not to do.
ECW, WCW, WWF, WWE.
Like he should know, like
New
by
Japan,
now, to,
like
If he's such a wrestling fan, you should know what causes that company to collapse. And you're doing the exact same thing. Like
he done it all.
Yeah.
And he said, and like they are requiring more people like a Renee, you know what I'm saying, like a Tanya, you know what I'm saying, purposely to give information, help out, these individuals, so that way AEW could flourish and try to surpass the 5-year, even though they're still kind of rocky. I don't know if they're gonna pass year 4, but
this is what, year 3, right?
This is year 3, so.
Yeah.
It'll be year 4 in May for Double or Nothing, because that's
I think that's 4th. Yeah.
So like,
I
don't know if they're gonna make it, but we'll see.
I'm glad we had a conversation last week about Jade's Canadian person. We kind of like mentioned Ty Valkyrie, and I was souped. I was like, yo, we hit on the ball. We mentioned a couple of other people that could potentially, but Ty Valkyrie was one of them. So, and I like that. She will be a good match for. She'll be a good match for Jade. I don't know if Jade's prepared for her.
Jade is not losing the record to her.
I don't know.
Jade won being the longest ranking champion. She's the only one with the freaking stat of like her what's it called again? The records and shit. She's the only one people are still counting for. Everybody else is
I know. What happened to the record? Like, it's just...
What happened
to the record? Like...
Oh, man.
I feel they took it out, I think, because they don't want people to be accountable. Yeah, I was like, yo...
was too funny.
Which is true. I'm like, yo, that they don't want to be held...
had me dying. What happened to...
They don't want it to be accountable. That's what happens. And I'm like, yo...
Like, yo, does it matter anymore? The only person we're counting right now is Jade with 54 wins. That's it.
I think it might be in the bottom, like, but it'd be like a footnote, and that's it. Like, it's not
a footnote. No. It has to be on the website. It has to be in your face all time. Like, what is the point of bringing this data if you're not going to utilize it to the full? No. It makes no sense.
I know. It's great. Look. But I like that they have the 4 pillars going against each other.
That's
the great.
So we're talking about MJF. Jack Perry, a.k.a. Jungle Boy. We're talking about Darby, and we're also talking about Mr. Sammy Guevara, which I'm not a big fan of, but it is what it is. He is a pillar, but I'm not.
But I like how everybody, you can see the different, not aspects of wrestling, but like basically the 4, like basically what the future and past of like wrestling has been. Because MJF reminds me of like a Ric Flair. Then you have Darby, it's the crazy like ECW type of thing.
Or Triple H.
You have Jungle Boy, which is like kind of like the new generation of Sammy. But it's just I like that everybody got their chance and opportunity to like say their piece and like why they should be contenders. But that should be a fatal 4 amongst them 4, and that should be MJ's type of competition he should be running, because he went through everybody of the OGs, like he did CM Punk, he said Moxley, Hangman, like. Kind of like, I don't think he didn't go against Kenny. I don't think.
No,
that's the only one he's missing.
But I don't think we're gonna get a Kenny anytime soon, because Kenny contract is gonna expire soon. So we don't know what future I have for Kenny in the Young Bucks, because wherever Kenny go, the Young Bucks usually are there.
Do you think like?
Then we don't know about Adam Cole.
He's coming back.
I mean, he's back, but we don't know what's gonna happen to him. And then we don't know when CM Punk is returning. Most likely it's going to be Double or Nothing. So that's a whole different story. We're not sure if Daniel Bryan is going to still be part of
FTR. And the contract they still got some time.
What AEW has presented to us Wednesday, even though I didn't watch the show, but it's obvious that they're finally ready, year 3 to 4, to present these pillars. These actual OG original stars and push them to their limit. I don't care if it's a fatal 4-way. I don't care if it's a 1-on-1, number 1 contender. You give me a good story, I have no complaint. You got to deliver it correctly. Similar to what happened when I think Triple H was champion, and it was between Stone Cold, The Undertaker, and The Rock. You know what I'm saying? And they all, boom, boom, had their chance with AAA for Triple H for the belt. You know what I'm saying?
But even when it was it Undertaker? I think there was one that was like the 3 champions, and somebody was contender. I think it was like ECW champ. I think it was Bobby Lashley, John Cena, somebody else. There was like all 3 champions, and those like, I pick you. Like it was.
Yeah, like it has to be a good, storytelling moment. Mm-hmm. And if you, as long as you're delivering a good story, me personally, I have no type of complaint. You give me something weak, and it's your ass, boy.
Yeah, the only thing, my only, I guess, grievance about AEW that I've seen so far, that I'm not like too pleased for it, and they just need to like either disband or like I don't want to. For me, at the moment, I don't see them on AEW at the BCC. I just like they're doing their part, which is fine.
Okay,
but like it's time, especially if you transition to like a new generation, basically the new era of AEW. Mm-hmm. I want to see younger tag teams or tag teams that like give them a chance. I feel like they're taking a spot that is not a necessity. Because you have Yura and Claudio, like, go to Ring of Honor. Like, let AEW be AEW. Mm-hmm. Moxley either focus on something and stick with it. Get involved with everybody's business. Like, it's just, your beef against Hangman is done. That's it. So now it's like, find somebody else to have beef with or go away for a little bit. It's like, now's your time to, like, have you time. Because it's like, every division has young people or, like, people that we haven't seen that it's like, their time to be prepared. Mm. And if he should be like, just in case we need somebody, you come in and rescue, like, kind of be like a cleaner. Like, we just come back just because we need ratings or something. You don't need to be on TV 24/7. Like, he had the past month a match in almost every episode.
Because he's a working horse. And you gotta respect that.
Which is fine, but it's just like, give all the people a chance.
But I'm hearing you.
It's just like...
Disband the BCC? Man, sure. I mean, we have other stables, except they're not as familiarized as, you know.
Well, they don't, because he's taking TV time from them. That's the issue.
That's not even the problem, bro. The problem is how you present your product. Yeah. Jon Moxley, with the Wild thing, the money that's spent on his entry, the money that they invest on Yuta and Claudio, they just want to make sure people understand, like, these are the face or the gatekeeper, let's say, of our company, and you have to be able to beat them to be relevant. You know what I'm saying? So yes, it's hard to digest it, but it's just like they're just taking a while. Yeah,
because there's teams that are ready. Like, for example, like Top Flight, they're ready. The Acclaim, they're ready.
They lost.
You know what I'm saying? Like
in the storyline with the
Dark Order, they're ready. They're just not given. They're not given like opportunities.
Dark Order is that should be dissembled. Like they lost Stewart. They lost 5. Angel, 5 or 10, whatever was his name. I think it was 5. 10.
Oh well, they lost 5 and 10.
They lost 5 and 10.
Angels is
that's 15.
Yeah. They lost 10 to the Roosh. Now he's like the other guy.
So the Dark Order, unfortunately, after the passing of the great Brody Lee, love you, miss you, bro. That slowly has to because it's impossible for you to try to keep this team alive for his older son to be trained and ready to then lead.
So I think he was like 12. It's going to take at least 5-6 years to no.
That's a long
and you don't know how
long ball game.
Yeah, and you don't know you don't know how long it's going to take him if he's going to be any good.
That's a long game. If you let it die for a bit, resurrect it with the kid, whole different story. Similar to Chris Benoit's son. Yeah. He's working in the indies and stuff. Once he ain't gonna be using his father's name forever. No. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have his own identity, but people are gonna respect him because you know what I'm saying, of his name. So I feel like when Brody Lee's son is ready to actually like be in front of TV, that's when Dark Order should be like arising or start telling like, oh shoot, like let's get the leaders here, the upcoming, like that's the story I would like to tell with Dark Order. But for now, kill that shit. Hangman Page is not really the leader. Uno is not that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a lot. BCC, it's fine because at least they're flexible to do any type of other tag team, but work with other tag team. But seeing the Dark Order lose every single time I see them on YouTube or on TV, it breaks my heart, bro.
So they're a good team. It's just you're put other people over them, which is unfortunate.
And like after the House of Black, who's going to be the next trio champion? I prefer Orange Cassidy and the Best Friend versus Dark Order. I prefer the Top Guns and whoever is the third member over the
I think
Dark
eventually the Guns will be all together eventually. They'll be
I
back
prefer
together.
Is it called the Empire or something like that? The Empire?
The Aussie Empire or the Embassy?
The Embassy.
Okay.
Over them, and they could be double tag team on both.
Yeah.
You get my point.
But I think they might disband because I think Brian Cage might be a free agent soon. So that trios might be.
He could be, whatever. But
that's somebody that I think AEW is looking for. A lot WWE is looking
anything
to him.
Anything within that group, I'm okay. Yeah. But unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, AEW has not really spoke out. And I also, before we end the show, I also got to apologize to Saraya and Tony Storm. I made the comment of saying the name of the group was The Reception or something like that.
Well, they changed the name because they used to be
it never was The Reception. It's the Outcasts.
No, but they used to be the New NWE.
No. That's their tag.
Yeah.
They were the Outcasts. Okay. That was the go-to name. It was the Outcasts. And I made the stupid comments calling them The Reception, which was not... It was incorrect. I apologize for that. It was the Outcast. They're the Outcast, and now with Ruby Soho included in the group, they're more of a trio. So I think AEW, instead of presenting us with a freaking women's tag team, give us a women's trio belt.
Or they could do the free rules and they could rotate through.
No, give us a trio women's belt. Just give us 3, because we talked about it last time. Nyla Rose, Vicky, and they have
Vicky's not gonna be in ring.
But they have a third person though.
Yeah, but
okay. Michelle, Roderick's strong wife.
Yeah, Sophia.
Yeah. So then you have Britt Baker, you have Jamie Hayter, and you got Rebel. Boom, 3 champions. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, give us a trio. Just give us a trio. Call it a day. I'd be happy with that versus a women tag team, personally.
But I think that the tag for that, the Outcasts, they could kind of do the New Day thing and rotate through.
Freebro rules, sure, but give us a trio belt. Just give us a trio. Bring more women unification. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that Athena and Nightingale are going to be working now for the Ring of Honor Championship.
Thatcher lost against Yuta.
Yeah, I mean, Yuta's been pretty undefeated. Claudio told Eddie Kingston, in order for you to be champion, you need to have some honor. I don't know what that really means, but
because he can't do promos. That's why. That's probably what you don't know. What
no! First of all,
that's why you can't.
That's not what I was trying to say.
That's why you can't.
Claudio was telling Eddie,
yeah, no, he got
in order for you to be a champion, you have to have honor. But I'm like, bro, whoever wrote that was weak. Just tell him like, hey, you gotta go through some tests.
That's how Claudio.
I was whoever the writer. That's a writer.
That smells Claudio all over.
Claudio.
That smells like Claudio.
Do that to my guy Claudio. Do it to whoever wrote that stupid line for him to say on television, which was weak. That was weak.
Like that'd be good. That promo would have been good for like Jericho. Like he was dishonoring the fight, but not Eddie Kingston. Like he didn't bother you in AEW. Now it's my time. Like
because he made a promise to John Moxley that he was not going to mess with him because he's part of the BCC. Yeah. That's why. So now that they Ring of Honor, Eddie was like, "Hey, this doesn't apply. That promise doesn't apply to me here. So yes, I'm going to get your attention." Yeah. If I was whoever was the writer for Claudio, I would have wrote, "Look, you want to face me? Fine. You have to go through these individuals." Go through Yuta, go through John Mox, go through Bryan Danielson, and you beat them, you get me for the belt. That's what I would have said. Yeah. But he said, like, you need honor. So what does that mean? He has to be on his best behavior for the next 3 weeks until your next pay-per-view to get attached a World Heavyweight Championship belt? That's kind of weak for me. So I didn't like that deliverance. I'm happy, and we spoke about it too, the Briscoe brother.
And it came out. He's doing like an open...
Fuck, what's his name again?
Jay. It's not Jay. It's basically Mark. I think Mark Briscoe.
I want to say it's Marco. I'm going to say Marco. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Marco announced that there is going to be a tournament for the tag team championship. And
Mark. Yep. Mark.
Okay, not Marco. Mark. And one of the first competitors are the Lucha Bros, which I'm kind of excited for because, Lucha Bros are entertaining. They're so hot. They've been multiple champion except for WWE, but they have one championship around out of WWE. So I'm really happy for that. Can't wait who else they're going to bring in for this tournament. So really happy for him. And I think he's going for a different title too.
He's going for the he's going against Samoa Joe.
For the TV? Let's go. I'm excited for that.
So that should be a good match. I would like to see him because he held the TV champion when he was in Ring of Honor was in a heyday. But I feel like he'll be good story and also a good person to take the title from Joe. And I feel like you have
the
Ring of Honor, OG, you have OG,
momentum, you have everything.
You have OG's champions, and I feel like it takes you back to like the heyday of Ring of Honor, which is great. Then they could bring new people and into the mix or whatever. But
I have not been watching Ring of Honor, but I'm hoping they continue to progress, be consistent. You know what I'm saying? I think this is week 3 for them under Tony Khan ownership. I'm hoping that they're just stay the course. And if Jericho is any part of this, Jericho, don't let Tony Khan ruin your story. As long as you stay the course, I'll be a happy camper with Ring of Honor. There's nothing to talk about really about AAA or not Ring of Honor, New Japan Wrestling, because I have nothing popped up in my radar.
I know there's not really wrestling wise, but there's I think WrestleCon happening at the end of the month. Then I know that's going to be the first. A bunch of people from different companies are going to go through, and alumni, and also I feel like that's going to be sort of the first signing for Sasha Banks,
Mercedes
to be that's kind of her first Comic-Con as like during wrestling season. So outside of the WWE, which is kind of cool. I want to see what's like in Twitter probably that weekend just to see what's the feedback of her coming back. I think she's gonna get a long ass line for her, especially her coming back.
Yeah, man. Everybody want to greet Mercedes.
I think that's like Goldberg is going. You have a couple of I think Young Bucks, Brandy Rose, what's it, Monet. There's a couple of it's a long list, but they have a mix of everybody. They have a little bit of WWE, Impact, AEW, so it's a mix of everybody.
Talk about Brandy. Do you think she ever gonna make an appearance on WWE?
Okay.
Just
Give me Aliyah.
Disrespectful.
Give me Aliyah.
You are so disrespectful.
That's what's going. The comedies are like a callback.
No. That was just like a dug. You're like digging a hole for her. I don't like that. I'll defend the league.
Yeah. And I felt like today was 316. I had to represent my little Stone Cold Steve Austin there.
Oh yeah, today is.
That's our word. Now, I had it like tucked away. I was like, I'm gonna wear 316 just to.
I was gonna wear my Rock, but I decided to wear my Young Bucks.
Yeah, Young Bucks.
Yeah, the Young Bucks. Not sure what's gonna happen with them, but God knows. God really knows.
They'll be good for the Ring of Honor tournament.
They could be part of it, but I don't.
They don't have a titles at the moment, so they could just do one night thing.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna go far or make it to the finals and lose, but I don't think it doesn't hurt them.
Yeah.
FTR,
especially because they were on Ring of Honor, so that go back to Ring of Honor.
FTR definitely should be part of it, as I respect to Jay. Any other tag team? Best Friends. Best Friend would be interesting. Any other tag team that comes to mind?
I don't think they're gonna be ready. But basically the Undisputed Era, the Red Dragon. I don't know if they're like.
Isn't Fish part of something else, Impact or something?
Yeah, but like I don't know if the other guy he's
O'Reilly.
Like O'Reilly, he's 100% healed. Like,
for him and Adam Cole to work together.
Either him or they still could rotate between the three. But I would like to see like a
What
a masterclass.
Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong, he is in limbo. Like he hasn't been in yet. He was in Diamond Mine and he just disappeared.
Yeah, like what I saw a tweet about him, and I'm like, yo, I have not seen him or heard about
It's like he had the VR treatment. Where's
he's not Valentine Dream. He should be able to show his face.
Imagine he shows up for Ring of Honor. Imagine he shows up for Ring of Honor.
That'd be great.
That'd be crazy. Like
I'll be happy for him. I have no
that'd be great.
I have no negative comment about that.
Because Diamond Mine did their own thing and
What's going on with Homeboy using his man boobs to attack?
Yeah.
What?
He's interesting.
That's the joke of the week. Like that.
Yeah.
If you can find a clip and post it right now, this man went on the second rope against Reggie.
Yep, Script.
Now known as Scribes. And he bent down and he used his man boobs and he tried to smash the head of Scribes. That is not. It's different.
It caught your attention. You know what I'm saying? Like it,
but it's not equivalent to like Rashiki with the.
But it's like
it's
like a Gold Dust type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like eccentric
Gold Dust even.
Well, he'd be like
that move is equivalent to Rikishi when he like grind his ass in front of a person's face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like.
I know. It's
what I mean. Like I thought I saw the wildest thing. I think it's like a Japanese indie, or I think it was an indie where Homeboy just hold a nut, like he hold like the full.
Yeah.
The
was he dressed up like Ronald McDonald one or no? There's a couple of them that were weird.
This is like they're wearing the tights and everything. He just hold the full bag right in his hand, and I'm like. Unnecessary, but this man was on USA TV and he used his man boobs and just like what?
I forgot the guy's name. Well, he's just different. I don't know.
Yo,
it's just.
I'm not selling that.
It's just different.
I'm not selling that move.
I'll be so heated. If I was under that, I was like, yo, never again.
But, like Rikishi said with the Chris Van podcast, like he said like the guys knew about like the Aston because that's like where people come from, so they're good sport. Yeah. But nobody in this day is going to take melon boob smash.
I know, but which is worse, Rikishi or that? Like I honestly I don't know. Like I wouldn't want neither.
I don't want neither. Honestly.
But like, if you had to have a match, I literally prefer this new generation than Rikishi. Like, yo, that's nah.
Honestly, honestly, I would take Rikishi as Slam because his sons use it to this day, but they don't run.
Yeah, but like, I don't know.
I would take more of the Slam on my face than person. Like, first of all, it's not like I'm like
you're trapped because you're not moving him. That guy,
he's on the second row.
Yeah, you're not moving him at all.
I am definitely pushing him down. I'm ducking down. It's not sellable. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say is it doesn't.
That's not his finisher, but it was just like, it was, yeah.
It was like, bro, what the hell? Like, you got a reaction because we're talking about it for sure. But I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? I like I said, I prefer to take the Rikishi. Boom, slammy, boom. I'll sell it for TV. Whatever.
No, I can't.
Look, if the great one like The Rock, Vince, all other individual that I love and respected in the past went through that, I'll take that hit. I'll take it just for the show, and then me and Rikishi go rounds, and we call it a night. But I'm not taking a Man Boo melon smash in my head. I'm not like that's all it is. It's like,
yeah, I don't know. This is weird.
Like you know, how
unfortunately,
heavy, you know how heavy you have to be in order to try.
But I don't know.
Yo,
that's just crazy. I feel bad. And unfortunately, Reggie was the one who had to take one for the team.
Reggie, like I wish the cruiserweight belt was around, the 205 belt, whatever.
Yeah, they need something like that for NXT.
Reggie would have been a great champion. Yeah. He would have been a great champion.
Dragon Lee would be great, even like progression. But I think Dragon Lee eventually will be part of the fatal 5-way for the North American stand deliver.
Respectful.
And I think he might end up winning that title.
That's a brave prediction. Yeah. What happened to Wes?
No, he's the champion.
So he's in the 5-way for the
he wanted 10 people, and then Shawn Michaels was like, no, that's too many people. You could do 5, because he was like, I want to defeat everybody. I want to earn my title. I'm like, you're the champion. Shut up. People have to fight against you. You don't have to fight against everybody. Like, he's like, oh, I want to go against 10 men. I'm like,
but he's a working horse. I respect that.
10 people, like, no, you want to lose the title.
When you're a working horse,
you want to lose the title if you go against 10 people.
You want to tell the world that I'm going to put my body, I'm going to give you the best entertainment that the world has ever seen, and I respect that. I don't respect people like MJF or who gets the belt. Mm-hmm. But don't really like do much matches. Like I'm spending my hard-working money to see you perform, and all I'm gonna get is a promo. That is not.
But I think for MJ, for me, that's enough.
It's a gamble. That's a gamble. It's like I'm here to watch.
But they also have, each show has a workhorse person that will give you the matches.
Right. So, but if I'm an MJF, let's say I'm a Roman Reigns fan, right? Which I'm not. But if I was, and I pay my good, hardworking money on a SmackDown show, and I don't get Roman Reigns, I'll be pissed.
Yeah, you'll probably get him a promo, but he's not going to be on a TV match.
I will be pissed. Yeah. I don't think Roman was even there last Friday.
I don't think so. No, not last Friday.
It was just the Uso and
even
Solo.
Even for Monday, it was everybody else's.
I will be pissed. My guy is Roman Reigns, and he doesn't even has the audacity to show up to my city and take my hard-earning money for what? Yeah.
But I would say I'm fine. For me, the Monday I was fine. We got Brock Lesnar.
Who are you excited for? Go ahead, break it down.
So for the Monday show, it was funny. We got there. Show starts at 8. We got there at 7:55. Went the line. It was like, normally not somebody big opens up. You know who opens up? Edge. Everybody in the line was like, ugh. It was the funniest shit ever. You had everybody in sync, like, sighing, and everybody ran to the thing, to the, basically, our gorilla, basically, and, like, so Edge, I got to see Edge, which was great. He didn't do nothing, but Edge. Then we had Cody Rhodes, which was good. And I think he won against Alien Knight, but whatever. And we had Brock Lesnar.
First of all, I'm happy that Cody is working with LA Knight, because LA Knight and Elias are the two individuals I talked about last week that should get more TV time. Like that, like those. Well,
Elias got destroyed by Bronson Reed. Destroyed. That was my bathroom break. I went to get like a t-shirt and stuff, but my mom was like, "Oh, this guy." I'm like, "Let me guess." Bronson Reed came in. He did his intro. He did the splash. Done. Yeah. Okay. That's all I need to know. Like I didn't even like watch the match. I'm like, I could have booked it for you. Like. But it was good. I feel like it was balanced. The only thing for the Monday, it was just the women's matches. It was just a little like dull, because I don't know if it was later, because it was after 9. So I don't know if people was getting tired, because remember Monday was 3-hour show.
Yeah, so 8, 9. Dude, you guys didn't even pass the 10 o'clock mark.
I think that was like around almost 10, like 9:30, almost 10 o'clock. The
Bianca Belair match.
No, but it was like almost like second to last match. But people were getting tired, so it was just like, oh, that's tough for them. They should have had like earlier match, so people would have been hyped. But
so the build of the show was not the greatest.
The first half was good. Basically, until 9:30, it was great. Everybody was hyped, but I feel like they gave us too much energy by the time everybody died down by the Kevin Owens match. It was Kevin Owens against Solo,
and he lost to Solo.
So what people saw on TV, yes, he lost. But after dark, basically after TV went out, they brought a table in, and Kevin put Solo through a table, and he walked out. So people that were in the crowd saw him win. People saw him on TV, saw him lose. So he gave us like a little like extra. So that I know the New Day came in. The Usos came in to help him out, and they beat them down, whatever, and did with the ones, logo cut out. But then after that, everybody was like tables. So we got a table, and Usos were outside, and he picked up Solo and threw him through the table and ran out. So it was kind of cool that we got to see like that was like a little like extra, just for the for the crowd. It was cool.
I mean, hey, if you feel you were satisfied,
and I didn't pay too much for the tickets. I think I paid like $100, which isn't too bad.
for
I think
two people,
no, that's $100 per person. But I think I was sitting 109. I was in Harkham though. That normally goes up to like 150, 200 for Providence, but. Yeah.
Nah, per person. I'm like,
No.
nah, I'm good. Not even the Drake concert tickets. I'm that excited for. Like,
But it was good. I was like, they haven't come here since last year.
We're getting Kevin Hart. We're getting Drake. Drake is coming to Boston, and we're also getting Beyonce.
I don't think Kevin Hart's not funny in person. I've seen him, like, I think the first tour that he did, the Plastic Boys were funny. Like, yeah, but it's Kevin Hart. But
I'm not gonna pay. Yeah. I'm not gonna pay my hard working money for that. I'm not even going to the AEW up in Uri.
I'm debating. I don't know.
I can see you actually going there and just be like, yeah, I was there. Like, yeah. I can see you just pulling that stuff and be like, yeah, I was there. But before we close the show, we are a few past our time frame. Please be sure to check out, if you're in the Providence area, by the time you listen to this, if you're interested in seeing me live with Big Frank, we're doing a birthday roast for him, March 25th at doors open at 7 p.m. at the Vivix Lounge. Make sure you get your ticket. Link is on the bios, Big Frank bios, but we're slowly promoting it on our social media, so check it out. I'm producing it video wise, so
it'll be funny because like everybody has something to say about Frank.
Yeah,
it's gonna.
The way how it's gonna work out is gonna be 3 of his personal friends, and then we got 3 professional comedians to do part of the roast. So, and Big Frank is also gonna be playing some of his music. So that's,
I know he came out with the 2.0.
Yep.
Yeah.
So definitely check that out. If you have if you're free on March 25th, happy St. Patty Days for those who are listening to this episode too, if you made it this far. And yeah, we appreciate you. Comment down below. Again, the question of this episode is like, who's a better wrestler between Aliyah or Shotzi Black? Thank you guys for listening to us. We appreciate you. I'm Jay.
This is Lucito.
We say good night, buenas noches, and bye.
Yeah.